We have all been there. It is a perfect summer evening, and then you hear that high-pitched whine. The natural instinct is to wish you could push a giant red button and wipe every single mosquito off the face of the earth. Humanity has spent decades trying to make that exact fantasy a reality. We were so desperate for a bug-free afternoon that we drove trucks down public beaches, pumping thick clouds of toxic DDT right where children were playing. Of the roughly 3,500 distinct mosquito species on Earth, only a tiny sliver actually crave human blood. Divide that sliver in half. Males strictly drink flower nectar. Only the females are hunting you for a meal. Eradicating the entire population to stop a few biters removes more than just a nuisance. It sparks a series of shifts that reach far beyond the shoreline, starting with the very water they breed in. Look into the murky, stagnant waters of ponds and drains. Before taking to the air, mosquitoes start their lives down here as aquatic larvae. They act as microscopic purifiers, constantly eating the organic waste and biological debris collecting in still water. If those larvae disappear tomorrow, all of that untreated organic waste immediately starts piling up. As the debris rapidly breaks down, it pulls free oxygen directly out of the water. This triggers a massive bloom of anaerobic bacteria, organisms thriving in completely oxygen-starved environments. They take over the water, filling it with highly toxic byproducts. Suddenly, millions of vital freshwater habitats across the globe degrade into poisoned dead zones where no local aquatic life can survive. Toxicity is only the first wave of the problem. Those larvae are also the primary daily food source for diving beetles, dragonflies, and tadpoles, and small fish. Take away their main menu item, and these primary predators face immediate, severe starvation. Within weeks, their local populations crash completely. That die-off travels straight up the food chain. Secondary predators like frogs, kingfishers, and herons that rely on hunting those specific fish and insects suddenly face empty waters. The impact stretches thousands of miles across the globe. Winter migratory birds fly across entire continents, expecting to refuel at specific wetlands, only to arrive and find their feeding grounds completely barren. The mosquito is a critical link in the global food web. Its absence causes a starvation ripple that kills animals thousands of miles away from the breeding ponds. This ripple extends straight onto dry land. Billions of adult male mosquitoes spend their days hunting for their actual food, flower nectar. Buzzing from bloom to bloom, taking sips of nectar, they end up coated in pollen. They carry it right to the next plant, performing the exact same service as bees and butterflies. Certain plant species rely entirely on this specific insect. Take the orchid Catacetum. This particular orchid reproduces strictly through mosquito pollination. Without mosquitoes, the Catacetum and several other specialized plants completely lose their ability to propagate and die off. When specific plants disappear, the animals that use them for specialized food or shelter are forced out, shrinking the biodiversity of the local habitat. If we ever do press that red button, the aftermath is a chain reaction of toxic, bacteria-filled swamps, starving migratory birds dropping from the sky, and vanishing plant life. We've spent a century pumping chemicals deep into fragile swamps because we assumed we could neatly extract a single pest without damaging anything else in the room. Biology leaves no blank spaces. Every organism holds up a specific fraction of the world around it. We have to stop viewing these insects as evolutionary mistakes to be corrected. They are functional components of their ecosystems, keeping freshwaters clean and specific flora growing. So, the next time one lands on your arm and ruins your evening, remember that the stability of the food webs we rely on depends on the creature you are trying to swat.